everyone, it's me, Casey. I've been recovering from brain surgery for about 6 weeks now. I also just celebrated my 24th birthday on Monday. So hopefully I'm entering into a new age with a lot of great opportunities and hopefully no more health issues. I wanted to get real about what happens when you're recovering from brain surgery, because everybody is unique. So I'm just gonna share my personal experience because, like I just said, everybody's different and everybody's brain works differently. But the big thing is I've had 2 surgeries on the part of my body that controls everything that makes me who I am. So I had my amygdala removed, both surgeries, and I'm sorry, but your amygdala is in charge of your fight or flight response. It controls your emotions. It's really more towards anger and aggression, but it does control all emotions. And it also is tied to your memory. So the first surgery, they took out almost all of my amygdala on the right side, and I remember I was crying all the time. I was really, really depressed. And it was mostly, though, just because I wanted my mom. She had moved away due to unfortunate circumstances and bad timing. But so I just thought that was why, and it was just really hard. I never really felt like the same person after the first surgery as to who I was before all this happened. And now, with this second surgery, I gotta say it's way worse. I feel like I have to fake to be happy. I constantly am getting frustrated or annoyed or I'm scared, and I feel like I lost myself during the surgery. I feel like I will never be me again. I'm trying to tell myself it's just gonna take time, but it's been really hard trying to recover when I don't even know who I am at this point. So that's a really hard part of brain surgery recovery, is having to deal with the emotions, because think about it, your brain, that's one of its biggest functions, is to control our personalities and how we react to situations. It's in charge of everything. So I'm doing much better with walking. I'm finally not using my walker as much. I've had a few seizures still, but they're at least a little bit better than they were. Yeah, I guess that's really it. Just the hardest part is trying to find myself in the middle of all of this. And all I want is to feel like happy again and me. And all I feel is just scared and sad. And I'm trying my best, but I feel like my doctors, maybe if I communicate better to them, maybe they can do something more to help me, or at least guide me through this recovery. My pain has good and bad days. I think my skull is fusing back together, so this area has a big bump on it. I know you can't see it, but I'm just trying to show where it is. So I'm thinking that's where the skull's trying to refuse together. I finally heard it. So when I first did the first surgery recovery, I heard squishing in my head, and also it sounded like when you step on styrofoam, except that sound is my skull fusing back together, and it's a sound nobody should ever have to listen to, but I kind of expected it. It just had happened for the first time the other day, and I kind of freaked out. But for the most part, I am doing better. It's just emotionally and mentally, this is taking a very, very huge toll on me. So if I could ask everybody to please keep me in their thoughts and prayers like you guys have been, I would really appreciate it. Hopefully I can get to feeling like my normal self again soon. Thank you guys for constantly supporting me and cheering me on all the time. I really appreciate it. It helps make this a little easier. So that's all I got for today. I love you guys. Thank you again. Bye.